Right. Hello, my name is Oliver and Mark, and we try to explain how we're going to measure jibs and mainsails.
Yeah, so really this is the way that the UK fleet and the German fleet are currently measuring sails. What we want to make sure is we're running through all of the definitions of how we find the corner points and some of the details of the measurements. Really what we want to do is share this across all of the measurers within our fleet so we can get much better consistency with the sail measuring.
Okay,
Let's
start.
Yep, we'll start with the jib first of all. What we've done here is we've laid the sail out on a board. We've tied the head to a screw at the top end, and we'll start by taking the luff measurement. So the first thing we're doing is pulling the luff tight, so just enough to get rid of all of the creases. So the rules say we want to put 5 kilo load on it, practically to avoid actually having to put a scale on there. At the moment what we're doing is just make sure we're clearing all of the creases and got it stretched to a point, but we're not really stretching the sail.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go up to the head and have a bit of a discussion about the point up there. So within the class there's a number of different head shapes that go on. I think this sail probably has one of the more controversial points. So the way that we are measuring the shape is taking the highest point of the sail when taken perpendicular to the luff. So what we've got here is got a piece of paper taped underneath, so we're using that as a right angle here to work out where the highest point of the sail is. So our measurement point is therefore taken on the projection of the luff, you can see here, which is the highest point of the sail perpendicular to the luff of the sail here. So this is where we'll take our measurement from. So we'll get our tape and just hold that on this position. So Ollie, could you?
Yes. On the lower side, if you might follow me. It is pretty much the same. We're taking this stuff here basically and try to extend this line. But it's basically not that important if you go a little bit in or out at this stage. Basically it's the lowest point of the sail over here. So what, and then we just have to agree if we take that side to measure or that side to measure. I would prefer taking the C side. And that is the L measurement basically. Sail is tight already, and we've got here now a 5, 3, 2, 5, right? Yes. And it has to be half a meter above the bottom corner. What have I said now? 5, 2, 2 digits or 3 digits, Mark? I would reckon 2. 2 is fine. 5.33, right? So that is just for in the future, if you remeasure it, that you can see, aha, it's still the same or not, if it's shrinking, just to get a number and everybody else can get it back. That's the first thing. Let's go now to the more critical point.
Okay, so we've got here is the glue measurement point that we need to define. So obviously this sail is quite a big cutout, and what we need to do is define the extension of the leech and the foot of the sail. So in terms of defining that projection, this particular sail is pretty straightforward, as we've got a pretty straight leech on it, so we can just project that down from the bottom here. So we'll keep that, take that point. What I've done again here is this piece of paper is taped to the back of the sail, so it just makes sure that this point stays, this extension line stays relative to the sail pretty clearly there. The next point is in terms of defining the bottom of the sail. What we need to do is take a batten, and if we just compress it between a hand, we can then work out where that best follows the line of line of the sail, and if we hold that still, Ollie, could you hold this end of the batten for me? There.
Sure.
And I think that's probably a reasonable projection of where we are. Well, we just leave the batten to take its shape.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty close to where we are, so we can take that through there. So this gives us our point to take the both the LP measurement and the LR measurement. Okay, which one would you like to do next? Should we do the LP first?
Yeah, we can do the LP first.
Okay. So I'll hold tape on this corner, so I'm taking the bottom edge of the tape, Ollie.
Yeah. So what I now try to find is the shortest distance to measure the LP. Therefore, I start just giving a rough idea where's the shortest point. It must be somewhere here. And now I have to stretch the sail a little bit to get the shrinkles out. And I've got a number of 1864. 1864, write it down, for LP.
Okay, got that.
With these two numbers, the L and the LP, we've got the basic triangle, the main sail area of the jib. That's the first step to calculate, and the second step is we want to know how much roach we have at the backside of the sail, which comes additionally to that point, to that area.
So for this, what we need to do is take the points that we've defined previously, and we'll stretch a string out between those 2 points. Okay, you on there?
You need to stretch a little bit the sail, please.
Yep.
Martin, if you can follow me.
Okay, so I've just put a little bit of tension across the sail to take the creases out.
So what we're doing now, we're searching for the biggest distance from the line to the leach of the sail. Therefore, basically between the battens, the sails are a little bit, how you say that in English?
Concave.
Concave. Basically, then you have a look at the battens. 16 centimeters. Look a little bit higher here. If you follow me, can I have a look there? No, it's small, it's 14.7. And that's, if I do this, right? Just bring it back up. And that's 14.5. So this is the biggest point with 160 mil, 16 centimeters. That's the way. That's the R measurement.
Okay.
Next, this again, measurement tape. We're still keeping that point over there the same.
So I've got the off edge of the tape on the point here.
Yeah, you take the after side.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we're taking this point again, the highest point of the sail, and the extension of the zipper. And that is, LR is 4830. Now Oliver's calculating. We've got in the class rules the area is L multiplied with LP divided by 2. It's the area for the main triangle. And then we've got the LR measurement multiplied by the R measurement times 0.66. And this both together gives us an area of 5.47 square meters. And this has then, to be Mark is doing it now, put in the sales, big numbers.
Ich habe noch einen Segelladen ganz in der Nähe, oder?
To that number, additionally, will be added the date of today and the signature of the measurer. Once this is done on the sale, this sale is measured, and we can then go forward to the main sale.